Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is a really cool video. I'm really excited to do it. I have been seeing these go around for a few months or so. It probably was around way longer, but I just did not pick up on it. Whatever your age is, that many things that you've learned over that many years. So for me, when you see this, I will be 27. My birthday is April 17th, and so I'm pre-filming this so that it can go up on my birthday. It's actually the night before my birthday, so it's like my birthday eve. I think it's really sweet, I think it's sentimental, I think it's lighthearted, and I don't know. I just love these kinds of videos where people just kind of open up and share their insight and what their journey's been like, and something that they can share that will either make you feel like you're not alone or give you some hope. So I have written down on a little notebook the 27 things that I've learned in 27 years. And I just, honestly, I can't even believe that I'm 27. I feel like 27 is gonna be a really good age. I don't know, I just feel like I've grown a lot, and I don't know, it's like, I don't know. I hope that my 27 things are relatable, that maybe it leaves you just feeling a little bit inspired, maybe, I don't know. It's a little bit all over the place, but let's jump in and I will get started. Number one, cherish your family. You're literally given one family, and whether it's you and your parents or your grandparents or siblings, no siblings, like that's your family. And no matter what you determine as your family, those people should be the most important people in your life, and they know you better than anybody else. And I remember my mom and my dad saying that, you know, when we were younger and bicker and fight and we were siblings, and that's just what siblings do. But you need to remember that, yes, you have friends in school, but these are your friends that will be your forever friends, and you always need each other to rely on and fall back on, and know that we have each other's backs, and that they will be in your life forever. You can't change your family, you know, like that's your family, you know what I mean? So I just always valued my family. I loved my upbringing. I'm very, very blessed, and I have two sisters and a brother and two amazing parents, and I really cherish them, and they are super important in my life, and I literally consider them some of my best friends. So I love my family, so cherish your family. Number two, Coke is the best soda, okay? I don't wanna hear this like Pepsi is bitter. I call BS. It's not right. Number three, find your passion, whether that's a club, whether it's a hobby that you love, maybe it's through dance or sports or creativity, or just art or movies or videos or whatever the case may be. Find your passion. You want to do something that makes you excited and happy, and forces you to kind of grow and learn and challenge you, and something that just gives you feeling like a purpose, you know, like that you just like, this is something that I love and it just speaks to you. So whatever it is, find it. Number four, books over movies any day. Although I'm a huge movie person, there's nothing like reading an incredible book that you just cannot put down, and you visualize the characters, you just have this picture of everything that's going on in your mind, and just, I swear, nothing beats reading the book than watching the movie. Number five, I really appreciated being a Navy brat now that I'm older. When I was younger, my dad was in the military. We didn't move around as much as most Navy families move around, but we did move at the most inconvenient times, at least for me. The transition from elementary school to middle school to high school, those two, we moved 3 or 4 times, but like when I was in school, those were the ones that were impacted. And I remember it being just absolutely horrible throughout the transitions of that, and like leaving friends behind and just wanting to grow up with them. And I feel like I just got to know you and now I have to leave. Knowing what I know now, and just knowing I have these random groups of people all throughout the United States, or up and down the East Coast, really, it's really cool. And I think that it's made me who I am, and I wouldn't change it. I think it's really cool to be able to have lived in different places. Number 6, change is good. You need to embrace it. And as sucky as it is at times, and how much you literally don't want things to change, it's inevitable. Things will change, and it ultimately will make you better, and you can either choose to grow from it or not, and I say embrace it. 7, friends. Oh man. This is especially true, you know, if you're watching this in your high school or in middle school, but even as an adult, quality over quantity is so true. I don't have a ton of friends. I have a small knit group of friends who know me, who love me, who challenge me and make me a better person, who encourages me and makes me feel like I'm just, I don't know, lifts me up and surrounds me with positivity and like accepts me for who I am. And my number might be small, but my quality is priceless. Like, I know that sounds cheesy, but it's true. And so I know in high school, especially, even middle school now, it's like all you are concerned about. And I totally get it because you've been there, you know, it's not like it's just, you know, your own thoughts. Like everybody has those feelings of, well, I need to have like this many friends, and like especially with social media now, like I need to have this many likes and I don't have a lot of followers and all of that. It means a lot at that moment, but just know that that isn't the reality. And when you grow older and you realize that really you're only gonna have a small group of friends who truly know you and appreciate you, the quality of those friendships and them truly being a friend, not even just like an acquaintance, means so, so much. Number 8, travel, travel, travel. Ryan and I, well, my dad was in the Navy, so we were able to go around to quite a bit of places, but then, you know, we were blessed enough to be able to vacation in really cool spots. Like I was able to go to London and Scotland, Spain and Hawaii, and like all these different places, just even with my family alone. And then when Ryan and I got married, a couple years into our marriage, we went abroad and we did like a 2-week Europe trip. And it's just life-changing. Like it is just so incredible to immerse yourself in different cultures and different languages and different foods. It's so exciting and it's thrilling because you're like, I have literally no idea where I am. Like, what if I can't talk to somebody? Like, what if they don't understand me? You know, I don't know. The experience is so incredible, and I cannot wait till we can go somewhere and travel and see somewhere else new that just blows my mind. It's just, there's so much out there. It's like, oh, I hate flying, but I will do it if I can go to a really cool place. Number 9, nothing feels as good as like a warm summer day or even fall day, one of those. And you have your windows down and you're just blasting music, jamming out, singing, dancing, doing all your stuff, just blasting music, singing at the top of your lungs with the windows down, and just, it's the most carefree feeling ever. Number 10, find an outlet for your stress. I owe this to Ryan, where I'm still finding that, but I think that I've found that this is an outlet for my stress in a way. It allows me to distract myself and to consume myself with something that makes me happy, and like I feel relieved when I'm filming. Like right now, this is just so joyful to me, and I can express myself and kind of take the energy that I feel of stress and kind of like put it into a positive outlet. And I have found that, or like reading a book, or like taking a relaxing bath, like things like that. You want to find something that you can release your stress in a healthy manner, because, you know, as we get older, life just gets stressful. There's a lot of things going on and you have a lot of responsibilities, and it's important to find an outlet for your stress so that you don't let that build up inside of you. And then of course, you know, stress does a lot to your body. And so thanks to my husband Ryan, who was like, you need to find something that you can use as like a stress reliever. Like you don't have that and like you need that. And I think it's super important. You know, for him it's playing video games. It's like his way of just turning off and just like letting himself cool down. So just find something that you can do that relieves your stress. Number 11, I am a huge homebody. If I were asked, what would you rather do? Would you rather have just a couple of friends come over, drink some wine, hang out, play some games? Or would you rather go like out to the clubs and like be out all night till the wee hours of the morning? Like I 110% would pick being at home. Like I'm such a big homebody. Like I just love being at home with friends or somebody else's house and just like hanging out and chilling. That's what I love the most. Number 12, it's a quote that I really find, although it's cheesy and you've probably heard it, it is so true. Those who matter don't mind, and those who mind don't matter. The people who are going to, the ones who really love you and are there for you and love you for who you are, they're not gonna make you feel bad or guilty for being who you are, or question you, or I don't know, just like kind of criticize you or bring you down. But the ones who matter, they don't do that. But the ones who do that to you and criticize you and try to bring you down or make you feel insignificant, or like, you fill in the blank, you know what I'm trying to say, that they don't matter. Like, you don't put your energy into people like that feed this negativity into your heart, and you need to surround yourself with people who are going to uplift you and encourage you and love you for you, and who don't care like the things that you love or what you love to do or the music you like, what clothes you wear, whatever. It's as trivial as that sounds. You want to find people who don't care about that kind of stuff. They just love you for you. Number 13, there is life after high school. Gotta hang in there. I know how tough high school can be. It just seems like it consumes you. It's like that's your life, you know what I mean? But it's not. It's temporary. You're gonna just there's so much more than what it seems like right now. And I know when it feels like there's literally no possible way that could be true. It is. Just hang in there. Number 14, you will find your soulmate, and that person will be the most perfect person for you and just be such a compliment to who you are. And you're gonna laugh, you're gonna just be so in awe of that person and that you're lucky enough to be with them. Number 15, Hobby Lobby is 10 times more addictive than Target. Like, real talk. 16, say you're sorry. And that can be really hard to do, especially if you feel like you don't or you shouldn't. But just say you're sorry. I think it's really easy to take the victim side and think that, well, I'm right and you're wrong and you're ridiculous or you're crazy. But just try to see the other person's point of view and just maybe take a step back, recognize what you did, be in their shoes, and just say sorry, because everyone's feelings are valid. And so just swallow your pride sometimes and just say you're sorry. 17, appreciate the little things, because the little things turn into the big things. So true. 18, always try to see other people's point of view. It kind of goes in with the say you're sorry. Something that I absolutely love of Ryan is that, no matter how much you feel like you are validated for your feelings and that you feel like you're in the right and they're in the wrong, just take a step back, get into their mindset, try to understand where they're coming from. Maybe let that stubbornness kind of go away a little bit and just try to see their perspective, because I just think it's super respectful to just be like, all right, I see where you're coming from. I understand you. I'm sorry that I did blah, 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 blah. Like, I understand where you're coming from, and then also too, knowing that that other person can see where you're coming from too, and that they can see your point of view. And I think it's just a mutual respect of knowing each other's sides and being respectful of that. Number 19, laughter makes just the soul feel good. Number 20, always try to do something that scares you, because it's going to take you out of your comfort zone, and that is how you grow. 21, it's so cheesy, but so true. Treat others the way you want to be treated. It's just so simple. I don't really need to get into that more than just treat others how you want to be treated. Number 22 kind of goes with this. I always say this to my students. I'm a kindergarten teacher, and I say this all the time, but I just say, go with the flow. Gotta be flexible and handle random things happening or things out of the blue that you didn't expect, or that it's not going perfectly, or whatever it is. Just go with the flow, take a breath. It's okay. 23, you're going to go through trials. You're going to go through really dark times in your life. There's going to be struggles where you literally feel like you're in a deep, dark hole. How and what you do to get through them will change you for the better. I could get really into that, but just know that although you're gonna go through trials and you're gonna go through struggles, on the other side of it, you're just going to be so proud of yourself and know how far you've come and what you were able to go through. You're gonna feel so empowered, and just find, you know, just try to see it as a positive in a way, because it's helping you grow. Easier said than done, trust me, but it's true. Number 24. Oh, this one, I think it's like, yes. Holding the door for a complete stranger or smiling at someone random, just, it makes an impact. I just feel like people just don't smile at people anymore. I feel like nobody holds the door for anybody. Nobody says please, thank you, just to random strangers. Like, I just don't get it. And I feel like that's just common courtesy, just your manners, you know? And I just think that it means so much. I just think it's so sweet. I shouldn't be taken by surprise, because I feel like it should just be the way that it is. But I'm always just so appreciative of somebody who like will hold the door for me, or will say thank you, like, or smile at me. It just makes my heart happy, and I think that we just need to do that more. 25. I think this is super important. Be you. You were wired the way you are for a reason. You are the way you are for a purpose, and be you. Do not conform yourself or try to change yourself to be like somebody else, because if you're gonna try to just be somebody else, then who's gonna be you? Heard that saying of like, well, if you're gonna play somebody else, who can play you? Constantly people are trying to, with the whole social media thing of just like comparing yourself all the time with like unrealistic expectations. I just think that you just need to be you and be the best version of yourself, and just own yourself and know that nobody else can be you. Nobody else can play your role. So be you. 26. Find something you believe in. Me, it's my faith, and it might be different for you. You might have something else that you believe in. Find your purpose. You know, like, find your why. Like, why are you the way you are? Why do you want to do things you want to do? What do you want to do with your life? It's my faith and my relationship with God, and that is how I find my purpose and identify myself and who I am. And so that then drives everything else for me. So whatever it is for you that drives your purpose and is your why, you know, of your life, find it, because I think that's so important, because it just adds so much meaning to everything that you do. And number 27, the very, very last thing. There is just so much negativity in the world. I just feel like we're constantly bombarded with things that are just like negative, scary, sad. It's very easy to go down the complaining and negative and like woe is me mindset. And you're allowed to have those days where you just feel like you're just not having a good day. Try to be a light to others. Bring joy and life and positivity to your world, whatever that is, whoever those people are that you are touching. Just show the beautiful side of people. There's just so much kindness and love still out there, and I think that we tend to focus on the negative and don't really like to bring up the amazing part of it. So be a light. Try to always be as positive as you can, and realize that, you know, there's a lot of negativity. You choose to, it's harder to be positive. It is. It's harder to be positive. It's very easy to be negative. So try to be a light. Encourage yourself, encourage others, and just try to bring people up. So those are my 27 things that I've learned in 27 years. I hope that you enjoyed it and that you liked it. I'd love to hear in the comments your thoughts. You add something that you've learned in your life. And please let me know if you liked this video by liking it, giving it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't. It would mean so much to me if you did. I'm sorry that I've not been consistent, and I feel like I just don't ever upload as much as I would personally like to, but it's just been so busy for me, and school is so busy that I've been doing weddings on the weekends, or like having commitments on throughout the weeknights. It's so hard for me during the school year. So I apologize that I have a little bit more time in between videos, but once summer hits, I have a lot more time, so leave me a comment too if you have a video that you want me to do. That's it for my video. I hope that you guys liked it. Seriously, I enjoyed it. I thought it was really cool to sit down and think about the big things that I've learned over 27 years. It's a long time. I'm sure that there are like things I'll think of after I edit this video, like, oh gosh, I could have said that, but you know, maybe I'll make more in the future. I will stop blabbing now. I love you guys. Thank you for watching my video, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.